What's going on, everybody? It's Quinnell from My Last Nerve with Anthony over here.
What's up?
And I've always just wanted to roast schools, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of things that they do that are just absolute retarded. I mean, of course, me and Anthony, we went to the same school, middle school and high school, and I would say that the rules at our schools were relatively strict. I don't know if you'd agree on that, but I mean, we had to wear uniforms. We had to be like tucked in for middle school. We had to wear a belt. We had to follow the remember the what was it called again? It was like the national anthem of our school that we had to recite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that we had to recite in middle
The
school.
Creed.
Yeah, the
Creed.
I don't want to say the name because the name of the school is in the creed. But every morning in middle school, we'd have to get up, freaking. We don't have to put our like hands over our hearts or anything, but we had to just stand up. And I think the creed for the school is like there are no shortcuts. All of us will.
All of
learn.
us will
We
learn.
don't make excuses.
There are no excuses. We all get a turn. Yeah.
Yeah, just a whole like 4 paragraphs of that, dude. And it didn't teach us anything. I mean, it almost seemed like a brainwashing tactic, you know?
Actually, now that you're mentioning it, it did seem very kind of cultish.
Yeah. Because all of us wearing the same thing. All of us getting up, reciting this at the same time, going every day, waking up at like, what, 5, 6 in the morning, not going home, not getting home until like 4 or 5. And we'd be at school longer than we were at home. Especially being awake. I mean, I'm not counting being asleep. I'm counting being awake. Because we're at school for, see, we start class at like 7, but we're not there until like 6:45. I'm talking about middle school, not high school, by the way. We would eat for like
Yeah.
15 minutes. Okay, so 6:45 all the way up to like, what, 2:15 if you're staying after school, then like 3:15. So that's a cool, like, freaking 8 hours, 9 hours. And I don't get home, or I didn't get home until like maybe 3 or 4. And then I had to go to sleep at like 10. So that's 6 hours of being home. That's like 8, 9 hours just being at school. And let me tell you something. This school was it wasn't low tier. It claimed to be prestigious. We were like number 7 in the state apparently, and it did not feel like it. It was very underfunded, and it wasn't the best experience. At least middle school, in my opinion. Even though you guys, of course, don't know, but our middle school and our high school was on the same campus, but the only thing dividing middle school and high school was a gate. And Anthony, I don't know if you remember what happened, but they ended up putting like a blue tarp over the gate. So it's to try to like divide.
Was there a specific reason?
Huh?
Was there a specific reason?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Do you remember that reason? Because
No.
before the gate, it would just be a gate, but then
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
think that was in like 7th grade, but then
Were like high schoolers heckling the middle schoolers, or the other way around, or what's up?
oh, I don't think it was the other way around. I think the high schoolers were heckling the middle school or something. Because I know high schoolers would be like looking the gate. Hey, hey, I can't whistle, but just imagine hey,
Just hey.
insert whistle noise right here. Hey, come over here. Hey man, I'll give you $5 if you go stab a teacher. No, I'm just playing. Nothing that bad. But you know, you just get like high schoolers just heckling middle schoolers, and I think it got out of hand to the point where they just put like a blue tarp over the gate, so you could still see through it, but it was a lot harder to do it. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So yeah, as I said, we had to do our little creed every morning, and I don't know what's with teachers, but why do they feel like they're like above the law and like just rules all the time?
I know, right?
I mean, you're a teacher, and teachers are really just reflecting the school as well. And you're teaching our youth, you're teaching our kids how to act, how to behave, and depending on their experience with you, could really change like who they are as an individual and as a person, you know? So, for teachers that I've had when I was in middle school, I think every teacher that I had in middle school, you had to. So I'm gonna name one, and I know for a fact you can be like, all right. Uh, of course I'm gonna say her name, but Doctor.
Ah, whore.
Yes, I knew it. I didn't even have to say her freaking initial. But yeah. So her absolute donkey of a teacher, man. I mean, yeah, she had doctor in her name, but guess what that doctor was in? Freaking feminist studies.
Oh, that explains so much more why she was such a bitch.
Especially to the guys. And I'm not biased. I'm not saying, oh yeah, she was mean to me, so she's the worst teacher ever. No, I mean she was literally like horrible to the guys and to the girls. She treated like they're royalty. Like she was saying like guys aren't crap. She was saying how like girls are this, guys aren't this, blah blah blah, and she just she even made us write an 8-page to 10-page paper on feminism. Freaking crying out loud. I mean, that's not something that you give to 8th graders. That's something you give to like a class of college freshmen at least or seniors.
And not even for like something recreational. It's like gotta be like your thesis.
And this was a freaking not even a literature class, but an ELA class. You know what ELA stands for?
English language arts.
Yes, not literature. Literature and ELA are two completely different things. We're still learning the damn language, and she's making us write an 8 to 10-page paper on damn feminism. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on feminism. I'm not saying feminism is a bad thing. You know, equality for all genders. I'm all around that. But the way it's been dealt with in her case, it doesn't really seem like feminism. It just seems like she just wants the women to be on top and men to be on the bottom.
Yeah, like because I see it as two different things. Like there's feminists, those are the ones that are like actually fighting for like real equality.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like guys can be victims too. Women should face like the same jail time as men do for certain things. You know, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the feminazis that don't want gender equality; they want gender superiority.
Exactly. Exactly. And of course, I'm just gonna call her a doctor from now on as her little alias. Doctor
Yeah.
was a feminazi. And I remember too, like, it wasn't like really being a feminazi that was like her weakness or what was really bothering us. It was just like personality too. I mean, like how I said, she was really like a whole different person when it came to talking with a man or a boy, because we're only 13, and I think I was like 12 because I was a year younger than everybody. But
Yeah.
what's it called? Like, it was completely different. I mean, I remember even one time we were like working in groups, and she would have like a whole group of just girls, and I saw her like laughing. She was like having fun and all that stuff. Like they were like learning. She's like, "See, we're learning. You guys are getting it. You see, you guys are like the best." And then when it was a group of like some guys, she was just like horrible.
This cold-hearted bitch.
Yeah, like she had no patience. She was just like, "You guys aren't getting it," and all this stuff. I mean, like, damn. And I think she was like what 27 at the time. This was back in like 2013, and it wasn't right. I mean, I know she doesn't respect the school because the school hired some pretty decent teachers. I was gonna say good, but I changed it to decent in middle school for 8th grade. But she just stood up from the rest. And I mean, we had really good teachers. Like remember Miss H, the computer science teacher.
Oh yeah.
She was honestly one of the best teachers. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? The counselors, because well, other schools had counselors. We had connectors. You try to be a little bit different. Just like, oh, we're connecting with the students. They were honestly
Fuck.
what?
Fuck that, bro. Honestly, like the whole trying to be different.
Yeah.
Like that made fucking conversations with normal people awkward.
That is true. That is very true.
I'll just be like, yeah, man, I was talking about connecting yesterday. What the fuck is that? It's like, Uh, I don't
You
know.
guys don't have connectors? Like, no, what the heck? You got a connector. I never
And
really
then I'd
mentioned that.
explain to them. I'd explain like what they were, and then it was like, "That's a counselor." And I'm like, "Oh,
Oh, no, that's a connector. No, you idiot. That's a counselor. No, but actually, shameless plugging. I told this story on our podcast. If you guys haven't heard our podcast, it's on Spotify on your last nerve. Check it out. But I told the story over there, but I'm gonna say it again. For a doctor, I actually like kind of bamboozled her a little bit. Uh, of course, you're gonna recognize the story, Anthony. But basically,
yeah,
for that feminist paper, that 8 to 10 page freaking paper, actually, I was a really big procrastinator. Still am, but not as big as I was. We had a lot of time to do that paper, and I waited till the last second to do it. And it was like 11 o'clock at night, and this is eighth grade, like I said, and I was failing your class, and if you were failing your class, she'd notify your parents as frequently as possible. So, because I was failing, my dad got an email or a text, I forgot, from doctor saying that they had a paper due, and then my dad was like, "Boy, what is this about a paper?" And I was like, "Oh crap, I forgot." And then I got the belt, and then I had to sit up and do that paper for like a couple of hours. But since it was really late, it was like 10 or something at night. My dad, it's been a long time since he's been in school, and he never really worked with computers at the time, so he didn't really know all the stuff that they could do, I guess, because he's an older person. So
yeah."
he was just like, "Oh, this better not be taken up. This better not take a long time." I was like, "No, no, it's fine. All I gotta do is just copy and paste from articles." And he was just like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, as long as you put air quotes in it and refer to the person, then it's fine. You can just take someone else's work for them." So I did that, and I didn't even like cite them. I just kind of like put air quotes and I copied and pasted, and I got 8 to 10 pages done in like 10 minutes. And I was like, "Hey, sheesh," and my dad was like, "Hey, I'm sorry for hitting you or spanking you. Just you can't do this and all that stuff." I'm like, "That's fine." So I turned it in next week. Freaking zero for plagiarism. And I was like, "What? How was this plagiarism? I didn't do anything but just copy and paste their work into mine." And then we go back, and after a while, it's becoming the end of the school year. Of course, I'm still failing her class. And doctor was just like, "Your son never turned in his feminism paper." And my dad was like, "You what?" And I was like, "No, I did. Remember, I put it on the thumb drive and I turned it in." And he was just like, "Well, oh yeah, please tell me you still have it." I'm like, "Yeah, I have it over here." And he's like, "Oh, thank you." So he messaged her back saying, if he turns it in right now, can he still get credit? And then doctor was like, "Oh yeah, sure." So nothing was changed. Everything was the exact same. The plagiarism and everything. Emailed her the same essay, and she gave me the grade back, and I got like an 8 out of 10, or like an 80% or something like that, or 90, I forgot, but it was a really good score. And I was just like, "Sheesh, your boy is graduating." But
I plagiarized mine too.
how bad?
I found a very long article about feminism, and I copy and pasted it into Google Translate, put it through like a bunch of language filters, and then eventually made it into English and turned that in.
Hmm. So the
Yep.
article, the original article was like in a different language, or Spanish or something.
No, no, it was in English, but then like I copy pasted it, put it in Google Translate, and then like made it Spanish, Arabic, Dutch, just a bunch of random languages, and like
So
that
what
changes up
changed
the
though?
grammar.
Yeah. But
It changes the grammar and everything, and I got like a pretty good score on it. I just got like I got how like there's like that rubric thing where like it
yeah.
judges you on like the hook and all this
Oh,
other
one through
bullshit.
four. How's your hook? How's the body? How's the yeah?
Yeah, I did pretty good on everything, but I got like a really bad score on grammar. but I didn't fucking care. I still got like a pretty good score on the paper in general.
Yeah, I was gonna ask it. I was like, wait, since you like put it through all those languages, wouldn't the grammar be just absolutely terrible?
Oh, absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what the heck? She probably think you're speaking backwards English. What the heck?
But because like like everything else, like it had substance and everything, she just like 10 out of 10 on everything, but like a 3 on grammar, just something like that.
She like confront you about it. Just like, Anthony, are you okay? Did you have a stroke while writing this?
She did ask me a few questions, and now that I'm older, I think she was checking if I had dyslexia or something.
she's she's like, okay, can you tell the difference between this M and this N? And you're like, there are no letters here. There's only numbers.
You know what the fucked up part about that is?
What?
She actually did do something like that.
Oh gosh.
Like she walked up to me with like a post-it, and like the post-it had like a lowercase m and 2 lowercase n's, and she's like, "Can you tell me the difference?" And I looked at it for like a good 5 seconds and confidently said, "They're both the same."
Yeah, I mean that's better because if you said the right answer, then she'd know that nothing was wrong. So she was just like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Then.
No, but I didn't know. So that means I am dyslexic.
Wait.
I'm probably not.
Wait. If you are dyslexic and you say they're both the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances she came up to you with 2 of the actual same letters and wanted to see if you said something different?
I don't know.
Because I was going to say, what if you actually got it right thinking you got it wrong?
I don't know.
No.
I don't really care. It's been years. All that shit never mattered to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, 8th grade was a hell of a ride. Cocaine's hell of a drug. And it didn't really...
We've done both.
It didn't stick with me, you know. 8th grade... I don't want it... I don't mind. I don't know why. But...
Bro, I flip off from teenagers now. Nah.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, imagine. I don't go out.
Anymore.
As much.
No, but... yeah, as I was saying before... so her... the creed that we had to do... very cultish behavior. And... I remember when we graduated 8th grade? Do you still have that memory?
We had to sing a song, right?
Did we? Oh yeah, we do. We had to sing Hall of Fame by freaking Will.i.am or something.
Yeah. Well, that school made us sing a lot. I just like legitimately could not remember the actual song. But if you say it was actually Hall of Fame, I believe that because I remember singing it.
Yeah, I think it was. I remember. But and then they were like,
or was it I Lived by One Republic?
No, it was Hall of Fame. I remember.
Okay.
At the end of it, they were just like making us do all this stuff, and they had like some kind of instructor, director, coordinator, like telling us what to do, and they were getting mad at us because we weren't doing it. They're like, "We only have 1 hour to finish this." Like, bro, you're working with a bunch of 13, 12, maybe some 14-year-olds. Do you really think you're gonna get it done in the same like?
I just remembered something about
schedule?
that graduation.
What was it?
They made us sit outside on the hot-ass asphalt in like 90-degree LA weather.
Oh yeah,
and then they quote-unquote fed us. Not really. They just gave us like this tiny shot glass of apple cider. And it wasn't even a shot glass because at least a shot glass is 2 ounces.
I actually don't remember. At all. I don't remember that.
Might have been something else. That school abused a lot of us.
That is true. They got away with a lot. They got away with a lot.
Yeah.
I remember when we got to high school, the principal was sleeping with a student, and this freaking principal you thought would get fired. Nope, she got promoted. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all.
Yeah, at first I'm like, he's joking, but then I'm like, no, I recognize when he's joking. That's a serious tone he has.
Very serious.
Bro, we should do like an entire series on like the shit that school put us through.
I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't go to BISCA. I'm just saying.
Said the name.
I just said the initials. I didn't say the full name.
Spell it out.
Oh, how do you? If someone said Biska, how would you think you'd spell it, bro?
Bisska.
And is that the abbreviation of the school?
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. So I'm gonna say Biska.
Anyway, it's 2021 on the timestamp.
Oh, yeah, we gotta end this. So,
Yeah.
thank you for listening to our little commentary about our school crap. Follow us on Instagram. On your last nerve.
school.
On your last nerve, no capitals, no spaces. That's where we post our out of context clips for our podcast. And if you want to check out our podcast, it's on Spotify. Again, on your last nerve. But I guess we'll see you guys later.
See you guys.